Hi, this is Miss Vicki with Do It in Line Dancers, and I'm here to continue along with our video on the basic line dance sequence vocabulary. I'm going to show you, demonstrate for you each of the sequences, tell you how to do them, and hopefully that'll make it better and easier for you to go out and take lessons from an instructor without feeling like it's a foreign language. If you'd like to follow along with a glossary, if you'd like to print one out, please go to my website, go to the resources page, and you can print out a glossary with all of these terms on them. It's www.doitinlinedancers.com. That's do it, D-O-I-T, inline, I-N-L-I-N-E, dancers, plural, D-A-N-C-E-R-S.com. And again, go to the resources page. So we left off last time. We ended with kickball cross. So we're going to start right now with knee pops. A basic knee pop, you're just popping your knee forward. You lift up your heel and your knee comes forward, and that's a knee pop. It typically comes with a step on the other foot. So I step right and knee pop left, step left, knee pop right. Again, it's step right with a pop of the left, left with the right, right with the left. That's a knee pop. Going on to Lindy. Lindy's one of my favorite sequences. Don't know why, just like them a lot. It's a side shuffle and a behind recover. You can go to the right, you can go to the left. So it's side together, side, behind, recover, side together, side, behind, recover. The count is 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. Those are Lindy's. A Mambo step is another triple step, and it's a forward recover back or a back recover forward. It could be out to the side. Side recover together, side recover together. Mambo typically has a little bit of the cha-cha hips in it, if that works for you. So again, it's forward and back and forward, side and together, or side and together, and that would be your basic Mambo step. Monterey turns. A lot of people spend a lot of time learning how to do this. So if it takes a while to practice these and get them down, don't feel like you're alone. A basic half Monterey turn. You point, you drag this foot together as you turn to the wall behind you and point to the other side. So I'm going to drag this together, transfer my weight to my right foot, point out to the side left, and then step together with my left, making sure I've transferred my weight to the left foot, which allows me to do another one. If I want to, I can point to the right, drag together, transferring weight right, finish the turn by pointing to the left, and step together. A quarter Monterey is exactly the same thing, except I'm going to point, drag together, quarter turn, and point together. Making a quarter turn, point, quarter turn, point together. And that's your Monterey, quarter or Monterey half, either one. Moving along, we're going to do a nightclub basic. The nightclub basic is a side behind recover with a little bit of a tempo change. It's side right with a bit of a hold, behind recover. Left with a little hold, behind recover. So it'd be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You got that little hold in there as you step to the side, and that's what makes it a nightclub basic. It's the tempo that makes it a basic. A pivot turn, the best way I can describe pivot turns, I think, is think of a merry-go-round in a child's playground, and there's the pole in the center. That's the pivot point. So if my left leg is that pole and I push around, I'm pivoting, and this is my pivot point. That doesn't move. That's where my weight stays. So I'm always starting a pivot with a forward step, unless it's a reverse pivot. It always starts with a forward, and then I either push myself into a quarter pivot or all the way around into a half pivot. So it's stepping forward, pushing around, stepping forward, pushing around. Depends on I'm going to go quarter or half. and I could do a 3/4 pivot, but I'm stepping and I'm pivoting on the other foot. If I'm going to do a reverse pivot, I'm just going to touch behind instead of in front, and I'm going to turn around to the back wall. So that was my reverse pivot. I did exactly the same thing, just starting with a back touch. A rocking chair is a 4-count sequence, and that's what makes it a rocking chair. So you got to get that 4th count on there, or it would end up being a mambo step. You're going to rock forward, recover, back, recover. Get that last recover step in there, and that's what makes it a rocking chair. You're going to, let me see, we're going to do a, let me see what's next. A sailor step. I have this little thing to read, and I want you to know I'm having trouble reading the green right now. So a sailor step is the exact same thing as a coaster step, except that you, instead of stepping back or forward, you step behind to start it. So instead of a coaster, which is back together forward, I'm going to do behind together forward. And you see how that turns me to the diagonal? Behind together forward, behind together forward. And I think it's called a sailor step, at least this is the story I was told by my first teacher, is because when you do it correctly, you look like a drunken sailor. Behind together forward, behind together forward. So I guess that's kind of like a drunken sailor. So that's my sailor step. A scissor step now, I'm going to step side and I'm going to step together but just a little back so that I can cross in front. Side, back, cross. Side, together, cross. That's a scissor. And when you do that together, you just step back a little bit so you can cross in front. And you need to rotate your body a little bit as well to allow you to do that. All right, a syncopated step. It's not really a sequence. It's a count. And all the steps that we've done pretty much can be syncopated. It means that we're putting more than one count to a count of music. So when we did and counts, that makes it syncopated. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. We're putting like 3 counts or 3 steps into 2 counts of music. So our shuffles are syncopated, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Generally speaking, a coaster is 1 and 2. A sailor is 1 and 2. Those are all syncopated steps. Whenever we put an and in there, that makes it a syncopated step. Next are toe fans. Toe fans, we're just putting the weight on our left foot right now, but we're transferring the weight a little bit on our right back, on our right heel, and turning our toe out to the side and back in, and that's a toe fan. We can do it with either foot. A triple step is any number of sequences that are a triple. A triple in place, we do those, is just transferring your weight 3 times. So it would be right, left, left, left. I could do a triple turn, right, left, 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 in place, right, left, left. If I do a cha-cha, that's a triple step too. It's just a triple step with a little bit of hip involved. If I do a chassé or a shuffle, that's also a triple step because I got 3 steps. Right, left, left. All right, moving on, we've got, let me see, after our triple step, a twinkle step is a triple, but it's in a waltz, so it's not really syncopated. It's just like a cross. It's like a scissor almost. It's cross, out, recover a little back, cross, step out, and recover a little back. It's 1, 2, 3 is your count. Cross, step side, and a little back, and back. Cross, side, recover a little back. Cross, side, recover, stepping just a little bit back. That's your twinkle step. A waltz basic step, a basic waltz step, you're going to step forward, together, or back, together. That's your basic waltz step. Forward, together, and back, together. together. Twinkle is a basic step also, but the basic waltz step is going forward or back. Forward, together, together, back, together, together, and the twinkle, those most commonly waltzes all have basics and they all have twinkles. And the count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or twinkle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going on to a weave. A weave is basically a grapevine that starts with a cross step. And it could be a cross step in front, or it can be a cross step behind. It's going to be cross, side, behind, side. That's a weave. It could, as I said, it could start behind. Behind, side, cross, side. That makes it a weave because you start with a cross either in front or behind. Now, I do know that some choreographers, some teachers will use the term weave interchangeably with a grapevine. And sometimes they will call a grapevine a weave if it ends with a cross step as opposed to beginning with a cross step. I don't use that terminology. I always use weave to be starting with a cross step, but just be aware that there are differences out there in the ways that choreographers and instructors use terminology, and this is one of them that you might find some differences. So please check it out. Please make sure when they say weave that they mean weave. So we're done now, and we're completing this section. And I thank you for watching. I hope you will go to our website and print the glossary out, make some notes, practice, and maybe look at the other videos that have the terminology and the basic steps on, or the first half of the sequences that we filmed. The website again is www.doitinlinedancers.com. I thank you very much and happy dancing.